Hey, for any market to operate very well, there needs to be transparency on the data. Real estate is no different. However, for a long time, for almost 20 years, we didn't have that kind of transparency or that access to data. Now, with Dubai Interact, this is how you spell it, Interact, brought to you by Fahd Properties, I personally believe that the data now is getting more transparent and more accessible for you as a buyer and a seller and an agent to be able to make better, solid decisions. Let me explain how. Now, if you want to work with an expert advisor to guide you and help you understand the data, there is a link below. Hit it, click it, let's talk. Don't forget to hit the like, subscribe, and bell icon. Show real first. Hey, welcome back. So, who's interested in some history or a recap on how the market used to operate back in the day, okay? So, in 2008, there was a company, some Turkish entrepreneurs, okay? Turkish or it could be non-Turkish, completely irrelevant. They had something that they launched called Raiden. They went to the land department and they said, look, all this data that you have for all the sales transactions is very critical for people to be able to make good decisions. So what you should ideally do is allow us to utilize this data so that people can get access to it. And they signed up Raiden on a 10 years, or they signed up the Dubai Land Department on a 10 years exclusive agreement. However, post 10 years or before 10 years was up, we had something called Property Monitor. Now, all good companies used to actually subscribe to their data services. For some reason, I did not go beyond using their data services for a couple of hours. For sure, we didn't use them for tons and tons of excessive reports, even though I believe that the data was good. Perhaps the time had not yet come. With Dubai Interact, I believe Dubai Interact, perhaps because the data is the data is presented by a real estate company, it makes the most sense to me. I personally believe perhaps it'll make the most sense to buyers and to sellers, because the key critical things that are most important to us come out in that data very, very clearly for us to see. For example, is it a 1 bed or a 2 bed or a 3 bed? Before we couldn't see that. How many times has the apartment been sold? How many times it was sold? And at what price this data is available, right? How many times it's been sold, what price it's been sold, and then the regular stuff. So I personally believe that Dubai Interact is a great service. You should be able to actually look at the pricing in real time to be able to make some very good decisions. However, now here's the kicker. Don't just depend on the price alone. Also, how many times it's been resold and the pricing. So let's say something was sold at 300, then 400, and now it's priced at 800. Honestly speaking, if you look at this, it means nothing, because this is the past, okay? And if the asking price today is 700 or 800K, that's what matters, because that's where the market is. So number one, you've got to not just put all your eggs into the price basket. Number two, you've got to speak to agents on the ground. This is how you use the data. You use the data and supplant it or complement it with true on the ground knowledge, right? So you don't just do recon missions, you also have on the ground knowledge of by going, like we call it a boots on the ground strategy. You understand from the agents, like, okay, this sold for this amount, why is this one should be priced lower or higher? With the agents on the ground, you will be able to get understanding of why it should be priced different, because the view might be different, because the upgrades might be different. All of that stuff then goes into the pricing when you're either buying or selling, okay? Last but not the least, watch out for exceptions, okay? So the data does not give you the ability to identify exceptions. What do I mean by exceptions? Here's the thing. If there's a developer that's selling something and then in walks a client that pays them 500 million for their stock of unsold inventory or sold inventory, whatever the case might be, the per square foot price for this client is not going to be the same price that you're going to be able to get when you're buying one apartment. Maybe with 500 million, they bought 50 apartments or 100 apartments. You're buying one, so your price cannot be comparable per square foot price, okay? So you're gonna have to understand a little bit of a background history on the data before you start making solid decisions off of that, yeah? Last but not the least, I gotta let you know, if anybody's concerned about this, privacy is taken care of. So your private data, or if you were the owner of an apartment, this is not leaked to anybody. So it's all still private and it's all there. So I think this service is going to spawn more services, which is going to give access to people, buyers and sellers, to make real-time decisions based on actual data, which good markets rely on, okay? I think Rita is coming up with some more rules and regulations that are going to allow the market to become more transparent, and transparency is one key pillar of the foundations of the market, which then ends up helping the buyers, the sellers, and the agents. Look, if you want somebody to actually help you use the data, but then look for the exceptions as well and explain to you why there's the exceptions, get an expert advisor on board. We'd be more than happy to help you. There is a link below. Hit it, click it. You want to agree, disagree, or you want to add anything in the comment section, put it down. We look at answer-worthy questions and then we answer them. Don't forget to hit the like, subscribe, and bell icon. Ciao for now. See you soon. Hey guys, thank you for watching the video. I hope you liked it. My name is Fahd Dawood. I've been doing this for 15 plus years. I started in Toronto, Canada in 2006, and since 2007 I've been based in Dubai and doing real estate in Dubai. Look, if you're looking to work with me, there's a form below and my mobile number. I do paid consulting. You can also get help from my team for services. If you like the video, press the like button, press the subscribe and the bell icon, and share it with your friends who you feel would be able to benefit from the content of this video. Last but not the least, I'll repeat, me and my team's role is always going to be to help and select the best property for you. Your role will be to invest in that property, and we will in turn invest in your life and your future. Bye for now.